Hey guys, I'm Mike Cafro with Factory Polaris in Black Hills UTV. Today we're going to be going through how to replace a rear axle on this RZR Turbo S. So a couple pro tips. Number one, I would definitely wear gloves. Axle grease is pretty gnarly. Number two, whenever you're taking stuff apart and putting it back together, I recommend using Loctite. Number three, I would say once you get things apart, make sure everything's clean and free of dirt. And number four, I would say definitely make sure you have the right tools for the job. That's just gonna make your life a ton easier. So on our last trip to Baja, we ran into some fishing line or netting and it scored the boot on our stock axle. So we're gonna go ahead and replace the entire axle with GSP's heavy duty axle. It's a little bit stouter of an axle compared to the stock axle. All right guys, we're gonna dive into this. First thing we need to do is make sure we have all the necessary tools to do the job. We've got our Pro Eagle jack right here, our replacement axle, impact, and all the sockets that we need to get her done. So let's have at it. So first thing first, we're gonna remove the rear wheel. All right guys, once we have the wheel off, we're gonna remove the axle nut. We're gonna use a pair of dikes to get the cotter pin out, first off. Definitely try and save your cotter pin. If not, definitely replace it with a new one. Then the axle nut itself is a 27 millimeter. After that, we're gonna go ahead and remove the radius rods. They're 18 millimeter on both sides. Okay, after we got the radius rods off, we're just gonna swing the axle out like so. Then we're gonna plunge it in and one quick pull out to replace it. And obviously you can see we did a number on that with the fishing line or fishing net, whatever got in there. So here is our new GSP heavy duty axle. You can see there's quite a difference in the look. So when putting this axle in, we're gonna basically use the same motion. We're gonna line up the splines and start from the back and just pop it right in. Again, we're gonna swing the radius or the trailing arm out. Now the key is to get your splines aligned. Just gonna put the axle nut on hand tight for now. And we're gonna put our radius rods back on. When installing everything back, I like to use Loctite. Just a small amount on everything. Tighten our axle nut back up. Sure to line up the hole properly. Put our cotter pin back in. Lastly, we're going to put our wheel back on. And lastly, we're going to let our car down and we are a done deal. Pretty simple, as long as you have the right tools to do it. It's I don't know, 15, 20-minute job. All right guys, that's it. So you can check out this video and others like it on UTVUnderground.com. And until next time, we'll see ya.